Hey everyone, welcome to the I'm Kovic.
And I'm Bruce Greene.
Let's talk about pretty graphics, shall we?
Because there is no news, so let's talk about graphics. Are you feeling a little underwhelmed with the new wave of consoles?
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, sure, Destiny looks cool, I guess, and Bloodborne is a nice little exclusive edition.
Yeah, why not?
But you probably never got that ooh, fuck moment like when you played Mario 64 for the first time.
Just like I remember.
If you've been waiting to get that tech boner, look to Square Enix, of all places.
Yeah.
Square Enix debuted a tech demo at Microsoft's Build 2015 developer conference yesterday with graphics so sick they'll make you cry.
Do we still say sick and graphics in the same
Taylor
sentence?
Swift says sick, so I think it's officially dead. Or at least they'll make this weird feather lady cry.
Yeah, look at her cry. Oh, this is one of my few fetishes. So the demo is called Witch, Chapter 0, brackets cry. It's very Squeenix. So it tackles what has long been considered the hardest emotion to demonstrate, crying women.
No way, it's really easy.
Or men.
I'm talking about my fetish.
What's so hard about it? Technically, it's a perfect storm of hard to render shit.
Yeah.
Wet Skin is a freaking monster. Why is that, Lawrence?
Okay, scan is actually one of the holy grails of graphics rendering. It's kind of partially reflective and kind of not. It diffuses some light and reflects some others. It's called subsurface scattering. Basically, there's just a whole perfect storm of things that make skin really hard to look good under light. And adding water to that just makes it worse, especially because skin is also kind of oily. And
That's
kind of
racist.
not. So not only do you have light reflecting off of water, but then you also have it reflecting off the skin underneath, which itself has many layers of reflection. And then you also have to simulate how water spreads over an oily, kind of weird, bumpy surface.
Jeez.
All of this stuff is just a perfect storm of really hard to render stuff.
Yep.
And also, crying is just an intense emotion, and conveying emotion via math is very difficult to do.
It really is. Watch this. 2 + 2 is 4.
Someone help that woman.
Now, you may be watching this and thinking, yeah, that looks pretty good. That reaction by itself is more important than you think, though. That means that computer graphics have finally crossed the uncanny valley.
Adam, what is the uncanny valley?
Do you remember a little film called The Polar Express?
No.
It was that.
Oh.
Tom Hanks looking weird in the face.
So if you're unfamiliar, the uncanny valley is a term coined by robotics professor Masahiro Mori in describing the weird reactions that humans have to robots or fake images that pretend to be human.
Right, up to a point, though. It's cute. I mean, look at this little chappy trying to be human. It's great, right?
yeah.
But the closer a robot gets to realism, there is suddenly a huge drop-off where the robot becomes terrifying and revolting.
So for a long time, we couldn't try true photorealism because something would always be a little off.
Tom Hanks' eyes.
Exactly. That's why developers inject a bit of style to their characters to avoid that uncanny valley drop-off.
But it looks like we are now on the verge of clearing the greatest graphical hurdle of all time, real people.
Lawrence, is that true, really? You think so?
Yes. I mean, the tech demo kind of expresses that itself. It's DirectX 12, which kind of makes GPUs a lot more efficient, but we need to slow things down a little bit here.
No.
Yeah, sorry. So
I don't want to. No,
No,
don't do that.
Mark,
Speed it up. Let's
look,
go faster.
The women are crying already.
Let's cry, women.
Feet. What?
an orgy of crying women, a whole stadium of crying women.
All right, tell us why. But wait, hold on. You're throwing a wet blanket on this.
Yeah, okay, so Witch is running in real time, which is very impressive. This is better than pre-render, where basically a server farm has all the time in the world to render individual frames, and then cram them together to show you a movie.
Right.
This is being generated on the fly by a GPU. Well, 4 of them, actually. This is running on 4 GTX Titan X cards, which each cost $1,000.
Holy shit!
So this is $4,000 just for the hardware, and it's not interactive. It's a pre-programmed demo. They did show some parts where they could change the lighting, but you're not controlling her or interacting with her. Right. She's kind of on a path.
So it's not a video game. Is what
Exactly.
you're
It's
saying.
a tech demo. It's not real-time interactive, which is a whole other can of worms.
This is when we get smug as fuck about PC, but that's kind of hard to do after a $4,000 price tag on just that tiny little demo. Still, don't expect visuals like this to hit your PlayStation 4 anytime soon.
God, no.
We love the little guy, but the truth is both the PS4 and the Xbox One aren't very cutting edge when it comes to tech. That's why they're so cheap. Sorry about
basically,
that,
it's
guys.
playing catch-up right now.
Yeah.
So take heart, fellow PC players. With DirectX 12 and 4 $1,000 GPUs, we'll get that holy fuck feeling again. Soon-ish.
Well, yeah. How soon, Lawrence? What do you think?
I would say in the next 2 years. We'll be seeing...
Really?
At this point, it's more on human beings to make the stuff than to make the machines that run the stuff.
Yeah.
We have stuff like Star Citizen, which is probably the biggest produced game ever, with the highest graphic content, and it's going to take 4 to 5 years to make. That's just how it goes. The more intricate this stuff is, the more people and the more money and the more time it takes to build. At some point, we're going to hit this weird wraparound where it takes so long to make it that the system's already outdated by the time it comes out. But in the meantime, we have stuff like Elite Dangerous, which looks fucking great.
Yeah, it really does.
Space is
Lawrence,
awesome.
what's Moore's law for crying women?
Well, I believe by Moore's Law for crying women, we'll see 2 crying women in 3 years.
Yep.
We'll see 4 crying women in 5 years.
6 crying women.
What's the Turing test for crying women?
If you can jerk off to it, then it's good to go.
Please like and subscribe for more masturbation jokes.
Those are masturbation jokes?
This is a news channel.